Florida's capital today, the Poor People's Campaign hosting a performance rally wearing costumes while listing their demands to lawmakers. Among those demands, free health care, free education, and voting rights for felons.
But one of the biggest topics of the day, tent cities. Our Tiffany Lewis was at that rally. And Tiffany, what is the group saying about what's going on at borders in Texas and California?
Well, Abby, Ben, immigration policy and specifically those tent cities in Texas was a major talking point today. Many of those protesters getting emotional when talking about children being separated from their families. Thousands hitting the ground in Tornillo, Texas Sunday, protesting the Trump administration's immigration policy. More than 200 children are being held in this tent city, set up to house children who illegally crossed over the U.S.-Mexico border with their parents.
We have babies being ripped away from their mother's arms and families being separated.
And the Florida Poor People's Campaign hosting a protest of their own Monday, demanding that the government take action.
I believe it is a tactic of our government to again implement institutional racism.
President Trump speaking out Saturday, saying the creation of the tent cities was based on a law created by Democrats. Protesters say they're not worried about who's to blame, but instead who's going to fix it.
And it's being, bantered like a badminton between the two houses, the Republicans and the Democrats.
And Attorney General Jeff Sessions using scripture to justify the act.
It was God ordained that families be separated. And that simply is not the case.
And the Poor People's Campaign of Florida planning to keep up the fight.
This is not the end, this is the beginning. Our 40 days is coming to an end, but we're on to the next phase.
Traveling to Washington this week to continue to spread their demands. And those protests in Texas are continuing right now, with people calling for the immediate shutdown of the facility. Abby, Ben, back to you.
All right, Tiffany, thank you. And of course, CBS, the early show in the morning, will have much more on this issue. Well, if you're traveling in